So I didn't expect Spongebob being a VTuber for the Super Bowl to be on my 2024 bingo card, but here we are. So for those of you who don't know, because you don't watch the Super Bowl because you've got better things to do, like waiting for them to upload all of the trailers and commercials in between the plays online like a good Samaritan, I don't know sports. All I know is that my dad and brother get upset every time the Super Bowl comes around because they're Jets fans. I'm quoting them, being a Jets fan is like being a Met fan. It's a special type of disappointment where you're not let down right away. You're given the sense of hope that maybe this will be the year that you pull yourself out of the rut, but surely, without fail, you're always disappointed and forced to root for somebody else. But yeah, they've got the phones set up to their faces with facial tracking, and it was an experience. It was definitely something. There's just something about SpongeBob's like dead soulless eyes that are bothering me, because here's the thing. I was in a call with my editor last night. ID10, shout out to ID10. You're awesome. Love you. Appreciate you. And he didn't know about any of this. So I just casually told him this while we were working on audio stuff. And so he went on Twitter to look up the examples of like the mocap and the model and everything. And I could hear his soul dying in real time.
They could have just paid a professional to work on a proper rig for SpongeBob Mother SquarePants, and they chose instead to cheap out, grab a model from Battle for Bikini Bottom and put it into a rig that it was never meant for and make Tom Kenny look like an insane person on meth.
I think it says a lot when my facial tracking is probably more on point and accurate and expressive than freaking SpongeBob SquarePants is at the Super Bowl. Like, they don't need to strap the phones to their faces. They don't need to have the green screen behind them. They just don't. Like, legitimately, you could probably create and produce a more high quality real-time model using VTuber Studio. I'm not even kidding. And this is a free program that you can get on Steam. Oh yeah, and this is Horrifying. She looks like a FNAF animatronic. Like, God bless Patrick. He's at least trying by like swinging his arms and using his body to be expressive, because there's no way his face is doing that. And Sandy, why do you still have your scuba suit on? If you're on the surface, you don't need it, right? Take it off, girl. Let's see those squirrel boobies. Okay, scratch that from the record, please. I can't be on any more lists. You have all these VTubers talking about being on ban lists. I know why I'm on a ban list. I literally thirst over furry characters like every single day. It's a miracle anyone wants to associate with me. What really doesn't help this whole situation is that during the halftime show, they did the Sweet Victory homage from like the original SpongeBob cartoon. And even though it was in CG, it was way more expressive and involved than these VTuber models. So cutting between the Sweet Victory halftime show and these dead, lifeless models, it's uncanny and gives me the worst type of whiplash.